What's happening, fellas? Feast your eyes on what may be the last mint, brand new Montesa Cappra 250 VR left on the planet. This is from the Randy Gillespie collection. There was 3. There was one brand new 125 VR that had never had fuel in it. This 250 VR, which is 100% original right down to the tires. We think it has about an hour total ride time. And then the 360. All 3 of these were the nicest in their category and the nicest Montesas we've ever seen here at the museum. We've had some real nice restored ones through, but never mint original, unridden, unfettered, unmolested bikes like this. This is 100% original, right down to the chain. Billy Blythe, our resident Montesa expert, pointed out and identified the tires in the chain as the original, made in Spain Pirelli, and the original chain. So when you get on it and ride it, the suspension, the brakes, the engine, everything feels. The first thing I noticed when I started it is the relative lack of vibration and just the overall smoothness of the motor and how hard the thing pulls for a 250. It pulls really nice. Has the original Stinger exhaust. Of course, the original exhaust system's in mint condition. The graphics, as you can see on the side here, if you can zoom in real close, Kenny, those are the original factory graphics, as is the paint on the side, the paint on the gas tank, the stickers on the gas tank. This is all original fare. And check out the sticker on the front here. This was meant to be taken off at the dealer before delivery. It says Model 74, still better, exclamation question mark. That's the original factory that was just barely held on at the dealership. They usually pull those off before it's shipped. It's still intact on this bike. That's the original front number plate with the Montesa logo on there. The original bars. You can see all the hardware. It looks to be in new condition. All the rubbers in mint condition, as is the fenders. The Acront front rim still has the original Acront sticker on there, which will blow off the first time you power wash it. Just remarkable to find a 50-year-old classic, especially a Spanish Montesa, as rare as this bike is. This is arguably the most collectible of the 3. The 250 was the best race bike to take out on the track. The 125 might have been a little down on power. The 360 might have been a handful, while the 250 is the Goldilocks and the 3 Bears, just right. Fantastic machine, original suspension. Everything's original, like I said. Billy, let's get a few words of wisdom from you about this classic. I might have stolen your thunder on some of the stuff you told me about it, but what are your thoughts?
Now, this particular bike's in great shape. I mean, look at the fenders on that. Those fenders would break off the first time you fell. Honest to goodness, they're thin plastic. Those are factory original fenders. And look at the finish on the fuel tank. That's a gel coat fiberglass tank. I mean, Montesa's fit and finish was as good as or better than any of the other Spanish brands at the time. But this bike has got no time on it. It looks to me like it had been used on the ice, perhaps, with the original tires with little holes. So it never saw dirt. I don't think this bike ever was used in the dirt, and the telltale is underneath on the bottom of the engine and the pipe itself. There's no marks anywhere. It's as new, and if it ever was used, it was used very little. And Montesa, they had their act together when they built this bike, and they were racing in World Motocross at the time, and they had good success with their top riders all around the world.
We're going to call the collector that bought the 125 and the 360, we're going to give him the first opportunity. If he doesn't buy it, this will be going up on eBay. It has the original Montesa grips on here. Can you zoom in on these? This is just remarkable. The original Montesa labeled grips. Those are not replacements. Those are originals. And look at the kickstand on this thing. It's like a stainless steel. Looks like the fit and finish, everything. I mean, the first thing you can't even race them with a kickstand. They won't allow you to. There's proof this thing was never raced, nor was it ridden off-road, as Billy had said. It's just an absolute dime piece.
In the Telesco shocks, they were known for not lasting very long when they were new. These shocks are brand new. They work perfectly, and it's as it should be as an original OEM, unrestored, unmolested motorcycle. It's fantastic. I mean, every single piece on this bike belongs there, and it's proper. You look at even the handlebar clamps, you can tell here, Montesa had their own little numbering scheme here for angle of the handlebar, so that's right here. You can see it right there. I mean,
all the UM bolts 8.8.
All the UM bolts 8.8. Those are factory stock. The fork boots, these things over time go old. They're just sitting there, but these are OEMs.
how they were stored, radiant heat flooring.
Oh yeah, the bike indeed was stored on radiant heat flooring like in a cube. So it really saw no outside influence as far as weather goes. And that's why the hardware, I mean, this hardware has a thin plating on it that's cadmium. And that cadmium would rust through from the inside out if it was exposed to any moisture at all. So this bike is a time capsule perfect motorcycle from 1974.
The colors, the red, it has a beautiful color combo, like a Ferrari red with orange and blue stripes with a silver pinstripe around it, and the yellow and red made in Spain. Original Classon badges. Look like they just came out of the box. These are all original, guys. Probably the finest 250 Cappra left in the world, unless Senor Bilto himself put one away. Didn't he own Montesa? I don't know.
Yeah, no, Senior Bulto did work with Montesa. He was one of the owners of Montesa, and then he went off to build Bultaco after he got Montesa on its feet. So yes, he had something to do with it, and a big hand in making these beautiful bikes. I mean, the fit and finish on Montesa is beautiful, as I said before. You know, snail-type chain adjusters, you know, everything you can adjust, you know, a trackside real quickly and easily. So it's just a period-correct bike from the 70s. It would have been a bike of choice for a lot of the riders in those days, for sure, myself included. This bike rips, and that exhaust, Ken mentioned the silencer. That's the first thing that would go. You know, anybody that raced these or used them hard would take that off. It makes more sound and supposedly would go better, but that pipe has an original, like an OEM factory rolled out of the dealership crack to it. It has a crackle and, you know, unmistakable, like a brand new motorcycle. You know, all the hardware, you know, even these screws here, you know, those are impossible to get, you know, and those are made by Montesa for the side covers, the big head screws. Just a really mint survivor.
Thanks, Bill. Inside the gas tank, look at inside of the tank. It looks brand new. So doesn't the gas cap. It looks like the day it came out of the factory. She's ready to roll back in the museum, and that's where she's going right now. If you want this bike, give us a call, 860-454-7024. It will be listed on eBay for sale. Go to kaplancycles.com. The link to all of our classic vintage bike auctions will be there. And this is it, guys. We probably will never see another one of these. We'll probably be kicking ourselves in the ass when these are selling for 30 grand a few years down the road. But this is how we keep the museum going. Classics like these come and go. And we're going to have to let this one go to a new home. So good luck bidding on it. And God bless America. And God bless Spain for kick-ass classics like this.